EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for July 4th, 2023. It is Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to everyone out there. We will have a few isolated showers and storms today, but this is not going to be nowhere near the coverage of the last couple of days. And after looking at yesterday and how that played out, and with that weak shortwave that was just kind of in dying mode, the mid-level trough that was responsible for any activity yesterday kind of just petered out. It didn't really produce the way that the Storm Prediction Center thought it would, so it wasn't as nasty. There were some nasty cells across areas south of here, but I mean, as far as our region is concerned, it wasn't really too bad. Today, the shortwave is going to be up in this region here. There's going to be a weak boundary that's going to be moving through this afternoon. It's going to be sitting over here like this. Just a weak boundary moving through the region during the afternoon hours, and it's going to be pressing off to the south and east. That will become the focus of any shower or storm activity today, but it's going to be very little in coverage, and of course much less in coverage than we've seen over the past couple of days. So I don't want you to give the impression that today's going to be a washout. The two key points to this is convection is going to start earlier. Remember the last couple of days, it was kind of like in a 2 to 9 p.m. window from west to east across our region. This is going to be north to south as this boundary, or northwest to southeast as this boundary drops through. It's going to start earlier, so kind of like around noon or just after noon, and then end by around 6. So if you have any fireworks shows to go to tonight, they should go on as planned in most areas, okay? So you see the European model has virtually nothing across the region, just some very light spits here, and that's it. And that's all I'm really expecting today. As we go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar, before I start this off, I want to show you where the SPC has a marginal risk today. And it kind of goes like this in these areas right here. Okay, so these areas over here are all on this side of the line, are all where the X is. That is in the marginal risk. And I put the X down here so you can see where the convection is in relation to this as I move this forward. And I'm not going to erase it, so you can see where the marginal risk is approximately. And you see a few little pop-ups here, but this is weak stuff, folks. This is not a real big deal. Quick in and out, 30 minutes or less, probably much less. Just spotty shower or storm moving through during the course of the afternoon. You get the early evening, and it's down here by the Delmarva and waning very quickly. Okay, so any shower or storm activity should, although it's going to be isolated, should wrap up by early evening, and that's out of here. Okay, so that's it. So I don't want you to think the 4th is a repeat of what we had the last couple of days. It's not. Okay, it's more isolated to very widely scattered, and it's very quick in and out, short duration. Mostly just pop-up showers, but there could be a thunderstorm with that too. So that's what we're looking at for the 4th of July, and it's still going to be very humid today. A little bit more in the way of cloud cover compared to yesterday, kind of like partly to mostly cloudy. I was kind of like behind me. You see this, variably cloudy look here. So it's not going to be full sun today, but you're going to have times of clouds and sun, and partly to mostly cloudy skies as opposed to partly cloudy, which it pretty much was most of yesterday until those storms did roll in a few areas, okay? And then after this point, we are mostly sunny in the wake of this front for Wednesday and Thursday. Both of those days are going to be turning very hot. We're going to have temperatures getting up in the upper 80s to lower 90s in that 2-day period, that Wednesday-Thursday period across the region. As you can see here above me, 83 to 88, so a slight step back from yesterday, slightly. And then we're back 85 to 90 on Wednesday, and I think Thursday is going to be like 87 to 92. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to move that forward from this and show the next cold front, which is out here. This cold front is situated right here by the time we get to late in the day on Thursday, and all this activity here is out in front of it and moving eastward toward our region. So it looks like it's something that's going to plow through, but we do have something blocking its advance a little bit. So it's only going to get so far, we think, on Friday. If you're in the interior, and I mean central PA as in the interior, not further east from that. It looks like far eastern PA, all of New Jersey, most of Delaware. Looks like it's going to be generally dry during the day on Friday as this front gets hung up a little bit. So scattered showers and thunderstorms as of now are going to be mainly focused in our central PA counties later in the day here on Friday. Before that, you're partly cloudy. And then further east, you're probably just going to remain partly cloudy, and that's it. Overnight, in the evening, this quickly goes away. And then here's Saturday. Not much, but the front is actually trying to come through on Saturday, and it's in the process of dissipating. So the front is still here. It's still kind of like draped over the region. So it will become the focus of some isolated activity, but because it's waning and it's in process of dissipating altogether, there's not much of a trigger mechanism anymore, so the activity is going to be very isolated. So you have anything going on Saturday. Saturday looks pretty good. I have something going on Saturday. It's my son's graduation from college party that we're hosting. So I needed this to be dry. I can deal with isolated because we have tents, whatever. We can just work around, run for cover for a couple minutes until something runs through. No big deal. Same thing here. Same thing here for Sunday, starting off partly cloudy. Late in the day, we have another frontal boundary moving toward us associated with this area low pressure up here. So late day thunderstorms on Sunday. Again, weekend is not a washout. This one is a little bit more organized than the first one. So it does have a better opportunity late in the day here on Sunday. So mid-afternoon through mid-evening, like we've been dealing with the last couple of days. This looks like another deal like that on Sunday, and then that moves through. European model moves this all together through, so that you have nothing here on Monday except partly cloudy skies, but the GFS is a little bit slower with it and is slow to move it through. And if that's the case, you could have some scattered showers on Monday. That could change. So we're going to go revisit in our local forecast. We have an isolated thunderstorm possible on Monday that might be taken out entirely if the European model is correct here, showing a dry Monday of next week. But temperatures this weekend are going to come down a little bit, but just near average, 84, 85. It's not going to be cold at all. It's going to be near average. And temperatures are maybe near to slightly below, but not by much. It's still very warm in the middle 80s. Both weekend days, it looks like. And then to start off early next week, we might be in the lower 80s, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's going to depend on if there's any convection around here on Monday, which are going to dictate the temperatures. Have a safe and happy 4th of July, Independence Day. And I will see you again here on Wednesday. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for July 4th, 2023. Have a great Tuesday.